Hi everyone. I wanted to come on here and address a few things. One, we're going to start off with all the happy stuff, which is the osmosis elixirs. Specifically, two that are my absolute favorite is the Relax and Unwind, which is this one right here. The Relax and Unwind, what that does is designed to promote sound sleep, calm mood, tranquility, and relaxation, and it's designed to help with anxiety, sleep problems, as well as stress-related skin issues. The emotional well-being, I don't have in my hand because I have that one at home. I do have more coming. But the emotional well-being, what that one does is it harmonizes negative thinking patterns and their effects on the body, in addition to restoring a feel-good vibration. It's designed to help with anxiety, depression, hair loss, and that one is also designed to help with stress-related skin issues. So with all of them, what they are is they're like frequency enhanced waters. So you shake them, and then this one, of course, I'm not going to unseal because this one's not mine. This one's for whoever would like to buy it. And then you do 5 to 7 pumps, depending on your weight, into your mouth, and you just swallow that. And usually you do that twice a day, so morning and night. So those, each of them runs about $40. I'm doing a special right now, so if you do both of them, instead of it being $80, you would pay $75 for both, and then that would include free shipping anywhere in the United States. These are a great alternative for somebody that maybe has not wanted to or has had complications or doesn't want to maybe try the more traditional medications. This is definitely a more holistic approach to that. Secondly, I want to talk about childhood trauma and PTSD. I want to address that because about a little over a month ago, I got my first ever 1-star Google review. And it hit me a little bit hard, but also that person 100% was right. Well, maybe not with everything that they put in the Google review, but that person's wife did have a 100% 1-star service, and for that I greatly apologize. I wish that wouldn't have happened, but unfortunately with childhood trauma and PTSD, when some of us have a lot of traumas in our past, sometimes things can happen. We can come across events, situations that trigger us, that when that happens, we don't really have control sometimes of how our mind can react. And for me, that's a lot of what happened. So that person had came in, and when that person states that that I was on the phone, I was on the phone. I had actually, during that time, called my therapist because I was having a really hard time. After I was not able to get a hold of my therapist, I reached out to my somebody in my family and my husband, which, by the way, I have a husband that I truly do not deserve. That man loves me beyond measure, and he accepts me for exactly who I am, and supports me and encourages me and does all the wonderful things. So anyway, so prior to the day of the 1-star review, I had witnessed something, and I'll just say I witnessed something. When I witnessed that, it had a huge effect on me, and it triggered me not only with my own childhood traumas and a lot of my childhood, but it also triggered a lot of what I had been experiencing and going through for the last basically almost 2 years. And that's really what I want to talk about, is that as a trauma-informed yoga massage therapist, I'm a massage therapist and esthetician as well. Being trauma-informed does not mean that I'm 100% perfect and I've worked through all my things. It means that I'm aware of what can happen, and I do my best, if you were to be in that situation during your treatment room, in your treatment, when that gets triggered, I would, I have some additional trainings to help individuals be safer. So the situation that I experienced, that I witnessed, it ended up having a huge trigger effect on me because of the amount of things that I've encountered in my childhood and throughout the last couple of years. With that, the best way to explain it is that my mind basically went in a spiral, and it felt like I was reliving my traumas over and over and over and over. It also made me very fearful, because of everything that I had experienced, not only as a child, but everything that triggered and got brought up during that time period. It made me feel very unsafe. It made me fear, honestly, for my life and the life of my family members. And little by little, I've been working through that. I've also come to realize that sometimes, when we experience things, we can take on more than we should. And I've really been thinking about kind of how to help people and how to help myself. First of all, I want to also state that in no way, shape, or form am I suicidal. This is not what this video is about at all. This is about, to me, what trauma-informed means. To me, it means that not only are we aware that individuals can experience so many different things, but that we also are going to be empathetic and acknowledge that we never know what a person's going through, what they're experiencing, and for that reason, we should have more empathy and more understanding, not only as a community, but as a society. As I've worked through my traumas for the last I would say 33 years, I realized that even though it's 2023, our generation carries a lot of what is considered generational traumas from the generations before us, because we also have to understand that we all grew up differently, and our parents all grew up with different understandings and different teachings. And sometimes we have to forgive those that are never going to apologize for the things that they have done. So for me, during that time period, I really did truly feel that great harm was coming to me and my family. So for that reason, on top, when you have all these feelings because of, we all experience different things. And like I said, for the last couple of years, I've been through a lot, been processing a lot. On that day, I did call my therapist, and I had been unable to reach her. Sometimes this is also about, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I know everybody has their own lives, but, sometimes we can give up easy thinking that therapy isn't for us, but we have to remember that there are different ways to be better, and whether that's through therapy, holistic practices, or even just medication or the osmosis elixirs, whatever works. It's about not only being a better version of ourselves and doing whatever we can to be healthier. For me, over the last 6 weeks, it has included for me to be completely sober. That means 100% no alcohol, no smoking, anything of any kind, and taking better care of myself and my body. And this video is really just not only for empathy, but to give everybody hope that if I can do it, if I can work through my stuff and be better, then so can you. And that's really what this is about, is that we all have to love each other and support each other.